Don't try to be the UFC. The first thing you have to do when you start a business is know exactly who you are.
And everybody's like, wow, that's the greatest investment in the history of mankind. Well, let me tell you the rest of the story.
This man helped grow the UFC to one of the top sports in America or even the world. Dana White and his 10 rules for greatness. Check him out.
I didn't grow up with money. We weren't rich by any means, but I knew I wasn't going to college. I knew that wasn't a reality, and I didn't really want to go to college. One of the things that I was very lucky in my life with is I knew exactly what I wanted to do. From the time I was a young age, I knew I wanted to be in the fight business, and people thought I was crazy. I worked in Boston at a place called the Boston Harbor Hotel. I was a bellman in there. I was 19 years old. I made good money. You know, there's some guys that get those jobs, and those are the type of jobs they you know, they're lifers. They want those jobs forever. And it's a good job. It's not a bad job. It just wasn't for me. And I was literally standing in the lobby one day, and I'm like, what the hell am I doing here? What am I doing here? This isn't me. This isn't what I want. And I walked out the front door, and one of my good friends, he's still one of my good friends today, says, what are you doing? I said, I'm quitting. When you get out of bed every morning, right, you get up out of bed, life is standing right there to kick you in the face. Ready, leg cocked, ready to go to kick you in the face. Because every day when you get up, bad shit's coming at you. Forget about work, your personal life, everything. Car don't start, the this, the that. Life is ready to get you. You know, and you got to get up and you got to fight through that bullshit every day. You have to. You got to fight through all the shit that life throws at you. Then you get to a point where life's throwing a bunch of shit at you. Now work's throwing a bunch of shit at you. You know, your business that you have to fight for every day. And you have to get up and you have to have that to get up and fight every day, man. The one thing that I realized young is I didn't want to work for anybody else. I wanted to work for myself. Yeah. So I knew that you have to become an entrepreneur and you have to start your own business. I did some paving early on in my life. That's real work. I was like 17, 18 years old. I felt like I had one foot in the grave working that job.
Sure.
And I knew I didn't want to do that for the rest of my life. Yeah. I also knew that I was young enough that if things didn't work out, I could always go back and pave roads and be a bellman at a hotel and things like that. That job was always going to be available.
Yeah.
So I took all the risks at a young age. If you don't take risks, you will never succeed. Yeah.
Biggest mistake that everybody makes when they try to compete with us is they try to compete with us. First of all, we didn't come out yesterday and put together an organization and now we're on Fox and now we're on pay-per-view. Anything you do, nothing happens overnight, man. It seems that way, but it's all hard work. I have been on planes, trains, and automobiles for the last 13 years, out selling the sport, getting deals done, getting doors slammed on my face. You name it, it's all happened. And these guys come out and they just start throwing money around and start trying to be the UFC. Don't try to be the UFC. The first thing you have to do when you start a business is know exactly who you are and what is your game plan. You know, what are we going to do? First year is where you're looking. What are we going to do first year? You make it through that first year and you're still alive? All right, what's our 3-year plan? You get into your 3-year plan. And that's how you start to build your company.
I've been where most people have been. I've been in the shitty job that you're just trying to pay your bills and you're trying to make ends meet and you're miserable. You're doing it because you have to do it, because you have to pay your bills, because you need money. Once you break out of that and you find what it is you truly love to do, it's really not work. It's actually fun and you enjoy every day of your life. Anytime there's great success, it's surrounded by negativity. And, you know, we live in this world today where the media, anybody who owns a website considers themselves media, and, you know, you have people with agendas and people who know that negativity gets more clicks than positivity. But here's the reality. None of these people, none of the media people knows anything about this business. Today, just like the last almost 20 years, we have been the company and the driving force behind building this sport. And one of the things that we've done for the last 20 years is prove people wrong. It's what we've been doing. It's what we're really good at, proving people wrong. Nobody believes in this business more than I do. You know, after the sale, I stayed on, and you know, we've been working hard for the last 2.5 years to take this thing to the next level. I mean, that's why I'm here. I didn't stay here. It's not about money. It's not about any of that stuff. I don't care about any of that stuff. I like to win, and I like to take this thing to the next level, the next level, the next level, and it's what we've always done, and it's what we're going to continue to do. First of all, when you have a business idea, there's always going to be detractors and people that think, you know, it won't work. You're always going to have those people around you and in your life, even when you're successful, believe me. It gets worse when you're successful. Anything you do positive in your life and anything that's huge, it will immediately be surrounded by negativity, right? Immediately, get ready for it, because no matter how successful you become, one thing never goes away: negativity. Their opinion means nothing. Give it up there. It is literally an opinion. It's negative bullshit, and it means nothing to you. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't affect, unless you're the type, sick, twisted type of person like me that likes to let it fuel you. You let it. It's like your, you know, it's like your fuel, and other than that, it's useless. It means nothing. If you ever become successful, get ready, because it's coming. We all make mistakes, right? And we live in this cancel culture right now. You do one little thing wrong, everybody wants to cancel you. You know what you do? You dig in, and you wake up every morning, and you come out swinging. Nobody determines your fate but you. I just made more money than I ever dreamed I would make. I don't want to leave. What am I going to do? Where am I going to go? Listen, I've been on trips and stuff. I can't stand 3-day weekends. I hate 3-day weekends, man. I'm like, man, I want Monday to come again. That's how much I love what I do. That should be, if that's not your mentality every weekend when you're at home, like you're dreading Monday, man, stop. Stop and get another job, because you're in the wrong place. That's not healthy for you. You're in the, no, but you're in the wrong job. If you're looking for you money, you're in the wrong place. Anything that you do in life, you know, when you become successful, it has to do with timing, with a lot of different things. You know, the timing of me coming back to Las Vegas, the timing of me and Lorenzo bumping into each other when we did, the timing of boxing on a downslide. You know, everything in life has to do with timing. Absolutely.
Soccer is big all over the world. It's not that big here. And the list goes on and on of sports that work in other countries and don't work in other countries. The one thing that I believe would work everywhere is fighting. I don't care what color you are, what country you come from, or what language you speak. Fighting is in our DNA. We get it and we like it. We're human beings. We gained a lot of fans because there was nothing to gamble on. So sports bettors started betting on UFC. When other people weren't playing, our fan base grew 46%. We're now one of the top 4 sports in the United States.
The Big Four has changed.
Exactly. The Big Four has changed.
We've been doing the impossible since 2001.
Nothing is impossible.
If you're in business with me, don't tell me no. Nobody in this building ever says no.
If you're a big UFC fan, or if you're just somebody who wants to become successful, then check out and learn from Dana White's top 10 reasons for his greatness. Take some, adapt them all, pick and choose. Just learn, because success leaves clues. Hopefully you'll learn to become successful by adapting some of these. Leave in the comments below, what have you done to make yourself more successful?